She's running for city council president, and she tells us she's not supporting the mayor for re-election in Wilmington. And we'll find out about the outdoors in Delaware. This is the Delaware Way. It is going to be an election year in Wilmington, Delaware. I'm Larry Menti. Welcome to the Delaware Way. Someone who would like to be council president is Hanifa Shabazz, who is a member of Wilmington City Council now. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
I appreciate. Why you?
Well, I mean, because I have tremendous experience in this of leadership in the city of Wilmington. For the past 12 years, the 4th District is very much of a microcosm of the city of Wilmington, very, very diverse in its neighborhoods, corporate, riverfront, downtown. And my experience of addressing the issues that are pertinent to the neighborhoods, that's pertinent to corporate Wilmington, and I just want to use my leadership to continue to move in Wilmington forward.
Theo Gregory is leaving the position. He's running for mayor. Did he do a good job?
Very good job. I think Theo, I've have mentored under him before when he was a city council member, and his strategic leadership has continued to keep council moving forward. Are
you going to support him running for mayor, or are you staying out of that fight?
It's too many. It's too many. It's too early.
It's too early to make up. Are you going to endorse somebody, or are you just going to let it play out?
I think it's up to the people, just whether I endorse whoever I endorse. I think it's really up to what the people say.
Does Mayor Williams deserve another term?
I think we do need new leadership in the city government, which is why I'm even running for president, because I think that Wilmington has continued moving, is doing great, was moving forward greatly, and I think with new leadership it would continue to move forward.
So even though you're not endorsing someone, you don't think the mayor should be reelected?
I don't think that the mayor should be reelected.
Now, let me ask you about that too, because he has a difficult task ahead of him, because he ran for office saying he was going to bring down the crime rate, and the crime rate didn't come down. So he has a difficult task ahead of him. But does he bear complete responsibility? Does the council also bear responsibility for that?
Well, I think it's not just one person's responsibility. It's all of us. But leadership starts at the top. And that's why I'm running for president of city council, because I believe that my leadership background would have led my district to great heights. And with the new council coming in, I think that I'm very confident that a new form of leadership will continue to move Wilmington forward.
Now, if you became council president, would you be able to support Bobby Cummings continuing on as police chief?
I would not. That is a decision of the executive office.
I know it is, but you would have some say on it, no?
Well, we confirm who the selection of the chief is, yes.
So you would not want him to continue on?
I think Bobby Cummings has done a great job with the resources that he has. Yes, I do believe that we do need new innovative thought to be included to address the issues.
What do you think about the idea that was floated by a judge of combining the Newcastle County and Wilmington police force to deal with crime in Wilmington? Is that doable?
Well, I think Wilmington is a part of Newcastle County. So because we are having such difficulty with crime, that I think all hands on deck is very good. You think
so you would combine the two departments, or you just want them to help?
I would want them to help. I think that I would need to look a little bit more into what combining means, and what authority it takes away from the city.
Yeah, I mean, it's been put out there. They did the same thing in Camden, but to do it, they had to get rid of the city police department first and have them reapply for their jobs with the county. You probably don't want to go down that route.
Not necessarily, not completely, but I think it was something that I would definitely want to explore.
Is crime in Wilmington at this point, that is far and away the #1 issue in the city?
Well, crime is the result of many issues that we have in the city. We have an educational issue in the city, we have a housing issue, we have an economic opportunity issue, and we also have a mental health issue. So crime is the result, accumulation of all of those issues.
And do you have to deal with each one of those things before you deal with crime? Because I would think that crime is raised at a level where it's a crisis, and you need, what you're talking about are some long-term solutions, and I get that, and they have to be done. But if you have a crisis, don't you have to deal with that immediately, and what can be done to bring down the crime rate now?
But we've been doing that for the past 5 years, and it hasn't been working. I think we now need to do something.
What have we been doing for the last 5 years?
We've been policing. We've been using police and trying to deal with the reaction to the crime. So now I think we need to do something now that is going to go to the core. Yes, we do have to police, and we have to stop the crime, but police just react. to a crime after it happens. So what is the core issue that's causing the crime? And those issues that I talked about, economics, inefficient education, and the fact that there's a continuous post-trauma, stress and trauma that the community is being plagued with, housing, unemployment, all of those coupled with what is pushing is the core essence of the crime.
I saw that you asked the CDC to give you information on crime in African-American neighborhoods. Is that the way to phrase it?
Well, I know for the entire city of Wilmington.
For the entire city of
Correct.
Wilmington. And specifically, why did you want that? What can you glean from that could help you fight crime in Wilmington?
Well, I mean, I believe that the crime is, as stated, was a public health issue. And so there is a core reason. So there's triggers. There's something that's causing this, because I feel, and evidently they did too, that this is not the common nature of the community. So there's something that's causing. There's an environment toxic. There's a lack of support services that are not getting to or doing the necessary intervention that is causing the crime to get to where it is.
It's interesting you thought of this, because I don't think anybody else has gone this route. You think the CDC could be an important component in fighting crime?
Evidently they did too. That's why they came and did the research. They came and they said this. They felt that there was. They just don't come because they don't think it's something here. I sent them data and gave them my perspective. They saw that they agreed with me,
and now you want their findings.
And now I want their findings.
That is fascinating. Let's talk about Bam McDowell for a moment. The shooting of Bam McDowell. He is the gentleman that was in the wheelchair, allegedly depressed, allegedly suicidal, and was killed by police officers. They claim because he had a gun and he wouldn't put it down. You've seen the video. Do you believe it was a justified shooting?
No, I don't think it was a justified shooting.
Why?
Well, from my perspective and looking at it, I think that we are talking about police officers who are professionals who are supposed to be trained to deal with tragic situations. So they get a call that they're evidently, this gentleman has shot himself. So therefore, he definitely has some trauma. And I just think they could have handled it different. I couldn't understand why that they went and surrounded him rather than try to wait it out and give him some time. The urgency, I don't understand the urgency of having to celebrate immediately. Do you trust
that? Do you trust the internal investigation by police and the investigation by the Attorney General's office?
I trust that they will do their best, but I would like to have another opinion, which is why we requested a federal independent over top of those two investigations.
And what has the response to that been so far?
Well, they're waiting to get the results from them, and then they haven't agreed, yes, that they would definitely come in for the...
The mayor had asked for some pay raises, 2% pay raises for non-union workers. I know that was put on the back burner for now because of a ruling that the police department needs money, so the council's put that off for now. It'll be brought back up again. Do you think they should get the 2% raise?
I think the employees of the city of Wilmington have gone for almost 7 to 8 years without a raise. And I think that because they're victims of the imposed taxes and property tax increases and water bill increases, and then cost of living. So in order for them to be able to do a justified job, they need to be able to have at least resolved that they have sustainable life wages. Many of them are working 2 or 3 jobs just to make ends meet. So I believe that they should receive an increase, yes.
Well, wonderful. It's the first time we've met.
My
I really
pleasure.
appreciate you coming in. I love your straightforwardness and your honesty. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Good luck in your race. Hanifa Shabazz, who is a member of Wilmington City Council and is also running for City Council President. We'll be right back.